So when you find a knife that's got the perfect handle, it needs to be weighted. Henkel are the knives I use.
We can look forward to another season of patronising cooking videos.
Again, it's the same old crap.
What happens when the world's most demanding chef watches a former royal's cooking attempt? The internet is buzzing with reports that Gordon Ramsay has seen Meghan Markle's latest kitchen video, and his reaction has supposedly left the culinary world stunned. You're about to discover why this unlikely clash between fine dining excellence and celebrity lifestyle content has ignited a debate that goes far deeper than just cooking technique. This isn't just about pasta preparation or knife skills. It's about authenticity, professional standards, and what happens when celebrity status meets culinary reality.
It's funny you call me Sussex. You know I'm Her Royal Highness now. I wonder how the Parents Network feels about her having Chrissy Teigen on, who bullied a woman on Twitter and intimidated that she commit unalivement.
Picture Gordon Ramsay in his element, surrounded by the precision and perfection that built his empire. Now imagine him watching someone approach cooking with the casual confidence of a lifestyle blogger, rather than the respect of someone who understands the craft. The contrast couldn't be more striking. And according to industry whispers, his response was everything you'd expect from a chef who's built his reputation on uncompromising standards. The video in question shows Meghan Markle preparing pasta with preserved lemons, but what unfolded on screen has allegedly become a masterclass in everything professional chefs are trained never to do. From questionable knife handling to hygiene practices that would make health inspectors cringe, the footage reportedly contains enough violations to fill a culinary education textbook on what not to do in the kitchen.
I reckon there was a whole list of people who would not want to be associated with that dreadful woman, but I don't even know why they're bothering with season 2. Seriously, season 1 was such a flop. Here we go again.
But here's what makes this story fascinating. This isn't just about one person's cooking skills. It's about the collision between genuine expertise and celebrity culture, between decades of professional training and the assumption that fame somehow translates to competence across all areas of life. Sources close to the culinary world suggest that Gordon's reaction represents something much larger than just critiquing technique. When someone who's dedicated their life to culinary excellence watches amateur-level execution presented with professional confidence, the response goes beyond simple criticism. It becomes a defense of the craft itself. The timing couldn't be more interesting either. Meghan Markle has been positioning herself as a lifestyle authority, building a brand around domestic expertise and sophisticated entertaining. But when that carefully constructed image meets the scrutiny of someone who actually knows what they're looking at, cracks in the foundation become impossible to ignore.
Could that potentially negatively affect her pursuits going forward? Because people are going to be like, well, good Lord, in Variety, she was talking shit about the first production crew that worked on the Harry and Meghan documentary.
What allegedly set Gordon off wasn't just the poor technique. It was watching someone with massive influence demonstrate dangerous practices to millions of followers. When celebrity cooking content normalizes unsafe knife handling, poor hygiene, and sloppy methodology, it doesn't just create bad meals. It creates bad habits that can spread to home kitchens everywhere. The knife work alone reportedly made Gordon physically uncomfortable. Watching someone handle a blade with the confidence of a professional, but the skill of a complete beginner, creates a tension that's hard to ignore. In professional kitchens, proper knife technique isn't just about efficiency. It's about safety, respect for the tools, and understanding that sharp objects demand complete attention and correct form.
With little fanfare, drew muted interest, and Meghan even turned off Instagram comments.
But the knife handling was apparently just the beginning of what caught Gordon's attention. The hygiene violations allegedly stacked up like a health inspector's nightmare. Unwashed hands moving between ingredients, jewelry dangling over food, hair hanging loose near cooking surfaces, and casual finger licking followed by direct food handling. These aren't minor oversights. They're fundamental violations of basic food safety principles that every culinary school teaches on day one. What makes this particularly striking is the context. This isn't someone learning in private, making mistakes in the safety of their own kitchen. This is public content, presented with confidence, reaching millions of viewers who might assume they're watching proper technique. When celebrities normalize unsafe practices, the ripple effects extend far beyond their own kitchens.
She saw this as her comeback moment. I mean, really? Is she that dumb?
The preserved lemon situation has allegedly become its own point of controversy. These aren't just trendy ingredients you can casually incorporate into lifestyle content. They represent centuries of culinary tradition, specific preservation techniques, and cultural significance that deserves respect and proper understanding. Watching someone handle them carelessly while building toward what appears to be a commercial venture raises questions about both authenticity and food safety. Industry professionals are reportedly pointing out that authentic preserved lemons require precise salt ratios, proper fermentation conditions, and sterile handling. When someone demonstrates contamination of the product while positioning themselves as an authority on gourmet ingredients, it creates concern about both the quality of what they're producing and the message they're sending to their audience.
That posse of pathetic sycophants.
She'll
They're going,
say-
oh, look, amazing, look.
It's
Look,
embarrassing.
Look, she's made a salad.
The jewelry situation has allegedly become a particular point of frustration for food safety experts. Rings, bracelets, watches, and other accessories don't just look unprofessional in cooking contexts. They create genuine safety hazards and contamination risks. Professional kitchens have strict policies about jewelry removal because metal objects can harbor bacteria, catch on equipment, fall into food, and create accident opportunities that put both the cook and the consumer at risk. Watching someone cook while wearing enough jewelry to stock a display case reportedly struck Gordon as a complete disregard for basic kitchen safety principles. This isn't about being overly strict or demanding perfection. It's about recognizing that cooking requires respect for safety protocols that exist for very real, very important reasons. But the safety violations were just one layer of what allegedly caught Gordon's attention. The technique issues reportedly extended to every aspect of the cooking process, from ingredient preparation to final presentation.
Because they pocketed all the money. I mean, this is kind of an obvious thing, but the reality here is, yeah, they had this multi-look first deal, right?
When someone approaches pasta preparation without understanding the science behind starch behavior, sauce emulsification, or proper timing, the results speak for themselves. Italian culinary professionals have reportedly been particularly vocal about the pasta preparation techniques displayed in the video. Traditional pasta cooking isn't just about boiling noodles and adding sauce. It's about understanding how starch and fat interact, how pasta water becomes a crucial ingredient, and how timing and technique create the perfect texture and flavor integration that defines authentic Italian cuisine. The excessive olive oil usage has allegedly drawn sharp criticism from traditionalists, who understand that Italian cooking is about balance and restraint, not drowning ingredients in fat. When someone treats olive oil like a sauce base rather than a carefully measured flavor enhancer, it demonstrates a fundamental misunderstanding of the cuisine they're attempting to represent. What's particularly concerning to culinary professionals is the missed educational opportunity. When someone with massive platform reach chooses to demonstrate poor technique instead of using their influence to teach proper methods, it represents a waste of potential that could have genuinely helped people become better cooks. Instead of elevating home cooking standards, content like this allegedly reinforces bad habits and dangerous practices.
Wait a minute. It's not quite as lucrative as that. In fact, the jury is out on whether or not the gruesome twosome's new relationship with the streaming giant is worth very much at all.
The product placement aspects of the video have reportedly raised additional concerns about authenticity and transparency. When cooking content becomes a vehicle for selling wine, preserved lemons, and upcoming lifestyle products, the line between education and advertisement becomes uncomfortably blurred. Audiences deserve to know when they're being sold to rather than taught, and mixing commercial interests with supposed cooking instruction creates credibility issues that extend beyond just the immediate content. Professional chefs reportedly build their brands on expertise first, products second. People trust cooking personalities because of their demonstrated skills, their teaching ability, and their respect for the craft. When someone tries to reverse that formula, using celebrity status to sell products without first establishing culinary credibility, it creates a foundation that may not be sustainable long-term. The wine consumption during cooking has allegedly drawn additional criticism from safety professionals. Responsible cooking instruction doesn't typically include alcohol consumption while handling sharp knives and hot equipment. When someone positions themselves as a lifestyle authority, every choice they make on camera sends a message about what's acceptable and professional. Food safety experts have reportedly been using the video as an educational tool, but not in the way anyone probably intended. Instead of serving as inspiration for home cooks, it's become an example of how not to approach kitchen hygiene, knife safety, and professional food handling. When celebrity content becomes a cautionary tale rather than an instructional guide, it raises serious questions about the responsibility that comes with influence.
Yeah, Harry, Meghan, we love the documentary. It did really well, but nothing else has really worked. Where'd all the money go?
The timing of the content release, positioned as it was with hints about upcoming products and commercial ventures, has allegedly led to speculation about whether the cooking demonstration was genuine lifestyle content or elaborate product marketing disguised as authentic instruction. The difference matters because audiences invest emotionally in personalities they believe are sharing genuine expertise, rather than just trying to sell them something. Cultural appropriation concerns have also reportedly emerged from the preserved lemon focus. These ingredients represent generations of Mediterranean and North African culinary tradition, not trendy additions to lifestyle brand product lines. When someone appears to discover ingredients that have been staples of other cultures for centuries, treating them like personal innovations rather than borrowed traditions, it can come across as tone-deaf at best. The contrast between confidence and competence has allegedly become a central theme in professional discussions about the video. Cooking shows and culinary content succeed when they balance aspiration with instruction, showing viewers both what's possible and how to achieve it. When someone demonstrates high confidence but low competence, it creates a disconnect that experienced cooks find jarring and potentially misleading for beginners. Gordon Ramsay's alleged response reportedly represents more than just one chef's opinion. It reflects broader concerns within the culinary community about the standards being set by celebrity cooking content and the responsibility that comes with teaching people about food preparation. When millions of people might watch and learn from celebrity cooking videos, the accuracy and safety of that instruction becomes a community concern rather than just personal preference.
In case you guys get divorced, we may want to do that because, more and more signs are proving that that's probably going to happen.
The business implications of the controversy have reportedly extended beyond just cooking criticism. When lifestyle brands are built on expertise claims that can't withstand professional scrutiny, it raises questions about sustainability and authenticity that affect everything from product launches to long-term credibility. Celebrity status can create initial market interest, but maintaining that success requires backing up marketing promises with genuine quality and competence. Professional cooking instructors have reportedly pointed out that the video contains enough technique errors to fill multiple lessons on proper methodology. From knife grip to sauce preparation, ingredient handling, to final presentation, nearly every aspect of the cooking process allegedly demonstrates ways that professional training differs from amateur assumption. This isn't about perfectionism or unrealistic standards. It's about recognizing that cooking safely and effectively requires understanding basic principles that aren't immediately obvious to beginners. The preserved lemon commercial venture hints have allegedly raised additional concerns about food safety regulations and liability issues. Selling preserved foods commercially requires understanding health department requirements, proper testing protocols, and safety standards that go far beyond what most home kitchens can achieve. When someone appears to be building toward commercial food sales while demonstrating questionable safety practices, it creates concern about whether they understand the legal and safety responsibilities involved.
The King and Queen of California's luxury lifestyle is staggeringly expensive.
Marketing professionals have reportedly suggested that controversy might actually serve the commercial interests behind the content, regardless of whether the criticism is justified. In attention-based economies, negative publicity can drive engagement just as effectively as positive reception. Every professional chef who critiques the technique, every food safety expert who points out violations, potentially contributes to the very buzz that makes celebrity ventures profitable. This dynamic allegedly creates a situation where traditional measures of success and quality become secondary to engagement metrics and viral potential. When controversy drives clicks and clicks drive sales, the incentive structure may actually reward questionable content over genuinely educational material. This shift has broader implications for what kind of cooking instruction becomes visible and influential in popular culture. The Italian culinary community's response has reportedly been particularly pointed. with traditional cooks expressing frustration at seeing their cultural heritage treated casually by someone who appears to understand neither the techniques nor the cultural significance behind the ingredients. Italian cooking philosophy emphasizes letting high-quality ingredients shine through proper technique, not masking potential flavor with excessive additions or sloppy execution. Pasta preparation, in particular, represents an intersection of art and science that requires understanding starch behavior, timing, temperature control, and sauce integration. When someone approaches these elements casually, while positioning themselves as knowledgeable about Italian cuisine, it can come across as disrespectful to the generations of families who have perfected these techniques through careful study and practice.
Meghan got a new deal is down to the fact that they already have pocketed the money, so they have to continue working until they've completed their obligations and produced more content.
The educational impact of celebrity cooking content has become a significant concern for culinary professionals who understand how much influence these personalities wield over home cooking standards. When people with massive followings demonstrate poor technique or unsafe practices, it doesn't just affect their own cooking. It shapes what millions of viewers consider normal and acceptable in their own kitchens. Professional development in cooking requires understanding that every technique serves a purpose, every safety protocol exists for important reasons, and every shortcut has consequences. When celebrity content suggests that confidence can substitute for competence, or that good intentions can replace proper training, it undermines the very foundation that makes cooking both safe and successful. The jewelry and hygiene violations have reportedly become particular points of emphasis for food safety educators who recognize how easily bad habits can spread through popular content. When viewers see celebrities cooking with loose hair, unwashed hands, and contamination-prone accessories, they may assume these practices are acceptable or even stylish, rather than recognizing them as serious safety violations. Restaurant industry professionals have reportedly noted that the practices demonstrated in the video would result in immediate correction or removal from any commercial kitchen. Health codes exist to protect both workers and consumers, and they apply regardless of someone's celebrity status or good intentions. When public content normalizes violations of these basic standards, it creates educational challenges for institutions trying to teach proper food safety practices. The contrast between genuine expertise and celebrity confidence has allegedly become a central theme in discussions about the video's impact.
You want us to sue you? You want us to come after the money? We're gonna need a breakdown of all that. Yeah, we're just gonna do some more specials and keep you on a first look deal in case you guys get divorced.
Professional chefs understand that competence comes from years of training, practice, and learning from mistakes in controlled environments. When someone with no apparent professional background presents themselves as authoritative on cooking topics, it can minimize the value of actual expertise and training. Culinary education professionals have reportedly expressed concern about how celebrity cooking content affects student expectations and learning attitudes. When popular personalities make cooking look effortless while demonstrating poor technique, it can create unrealistic expectations for beginners and undermine respect for the learning process that genuine skill development requires. The commercial aspects of the content have allegedly raised questions about transparency and consumer protection.
Was already in the can beforehand. It's not like she's come out and said, oh, actually, we've been filming this the whole time you've said that my contract's cancelled. Not true.
When product placement and brand building become primary motivations for cooking content, audiences may not receive the clear disclosure they deserve about commercial relationships and marketing intentions. This blurring of lines between entertainment, education, and advertisement creates ethical concerns about informed consent and honest communication. Food industry analysts have reportedly suggested that the controversy represents broader tensions between celebrity culture and professional standards across many fields. When fame becomes a substitute for expertise and social media influence replaces traditional credentialing, it creates challenges for consumers trying to distinguish between genuine authority and marketing-driven content. The long-term implications for Meghan Markle's lifestyle brand ambitions have become a subject of speculation among marketing professionals who understand how quickly public perception can shift when credibility comes into question. Celebrity ventures that can't withstand professional scrutiny may face sustainability challenges that go beyond just initial launch success.
Oh, look, I put some string around some biscuits, and oh, look, I'm crumbling cheese. And us are all going, oh, wow, that's amazing. It's the second coming.
Gordon Ramsay's alleged response reportedly reflects not just personal opinion, but broader industry concerns about standards, safety, and the responsibility that comes with teaching people about food preparation. When someone who has dedicated their career to culinary excellence sees those standards compromised in popular content, the response goes beyond simple criticism to become advocacy for the profession itself. The story continues to evolve as more culinary professionals weigh in on the techniques demonstrated and the broader questions raised about celebrity expertise versus genuine competence. What started as one chef's supposed reaction to one video has allegedly grown into a larger conversation about authenticity, responsibility, and what audiences should expect from cooking content created by public figures. Whether this controversy will have lasting impact on celebrity cooking culture or fade into the background of internet buzz remains to be seen. But the questions it has raised about expertise, safety, and authenticity in food content seem likely to continue influencing how both creators and audiences approach celebrity cooking instruction. The culinary world's response to this situation may ultimately serve as a case study in how professional communities react when their standards and safety practices are challenged by popular content that reaches audiences far beyond their direct influence. The resolution of this tension between celebrity culture and professional expertise could shape the future of cooking education in digital spaces. For now, the controversy serves as a reminder that in cooking, as in many skilled professions, there's no substitute for proper training, respect for safety protocols, and genuine understanding of the craft.
So brilliant! Another 5-year contract worth $100 million, yeah? Oh, no.
Whether delivered by celebrities or professionals, cooking instruction carries real responsibility for the safety and success of everyone who follows that guidance in their own kitchens. The debate over technique, safety, and authenticity in celebrity cooking content seems likely to continue, as long as public figures choose to position themselves as lifestyle authorities without the traditional credentials that support such claims. How audiences, professionals, and the creators themselves respond to these challenges will determine whether celebrity cooking culture evolves toward higher standards or continues to prioritize entertainment value over educational quality. The ripple effects of this controversy have reportedly extended into culinary schools and professional training programs, where instructors are grappling with how to address the influence of celebrity cooking content on student expectations.
Meghan is a massive scam artist. First of all, that season was filmed alongside season 1.
When popular personalities make advanced techniques look effortless while actually demonstrating poor form, it creates educational challenges that go beyond just correcting individual mistakes. Students arrive with preconceived notions about what professional cooking looks like, often based on content that prioritizes visual appeal over technical accuracy.
So it's a very artificially curated second season. She's got Jay Shetty, who's a disgraced guru. She's got Tan France, who's on Queer Eye.
Professional development programs have allegedly begun incorporating media literacy into their curricula, teaching future chefs not just how to cook properly, but how to evaluate and critique the cooking content they encounter online. This represents a significant shift in culinary education, acknowledging that students need tools to distinguish between entertainment and instruction, between confidence and competence, between marketing and genuine expertise. The broader implications for food culture extend beyond just professional kitchens into home cooking communities.
The swathe of guests that she's had on are all people who have Netflix shows already on the platform and have actually invited themselves then onto the show,
where enthusiasts rely heavily on online content for learning and inspiration. When celebrity cooking videos normalize unsafe practices or poor technique, it doesn't just affect individual meals. It shapes generational cooking habits, influences what people teach their children, and determines what becomes accepted as normal in domestic food preparation. The stakes are higher than just one person's cooking skills. Perhaps most significantly, this controversy has reportedly sparked conversations within the entertainment industry about the responsibility that comes with lifestyle content creation. When celebrities venture beyond their areas of proven expertise into instruction and advice, they enter territory where their influence can have real-world consequences for their audience's safety and success.
Harry's family can't stand him and don't talk to him anymore. No one talks to him because they don't trust him anymore.
The question of whether fame alone qualifies someone to teach complex skills has implications that extend far beyond just cooking into fitness, finance, health, and other areas where incorrect guidance can cause genuine harm. What do you think about the balance between entertainment and education in cooking content? Should celebrity chefs be held to the same standards as professionals? Or is cooking just another form of entertainment that doesn't require the same level of expertise? The conversation continues, and your perspective matters in shaping how we think about food, safety, and celebrity responsibility in digital spaces.